For what isn't a very large dead mall, it sure feels big. You'll see in a moment. The Crossroads Mall in Waterloo, Iowa has been on the decline for quite a while, and recent news suggests that the winds of change are coming for this place. Why don't we take a moment to appreciate this place before moving on? All roads lead to Crossroads. The Crossroads Mall would be confirmed in 1967 and would officially open its doors on March 11, 1970. Sears would open ahead of the mall in 1969, while JCPenney and a department store called Black's would join the mall for its opening. Only 21 stores were open on opening day, which included the likes of Woolworth, Hanover Shoes, Taylor's, Singer Sewing Center, Enderling Clothiers, Osco Drug, and Seifert's, but much more was on the way. For its time, the mall was touted as the first mall in Iowa, as well as the only two-floor mall in the state, though it wouldn't enjoy that exclusivity for long as other two-floor malls would open, most notably Valley West and Jordan Creek. Additionally, it wasn't the first mall in Iowa. The nearby College Square Mall appears to have beat it by 1 year, and while Merle Hay didn't start out as a mall, it predates the Crossroads by a decade. Like many malls at the time, Crossroads Mall had its share of community events over the years. Although one of the more interesting events I stumbled upon while scrubbing newspapers was the October 1978 Porkettes activities, a presentation that would advocate the use of pork products, typically sausage or ground pork, with demonstrations, crafts, and recipes. Some of those recipes named were a taco salad, a brunch casserole, pizza fondue, sausage and apple cake, and something called the hanky-panky. I'm pretty sure that involves a different type of sausage. If you want to look these up, on newspapers there is an excerpt of the Courier based out of Waterloo from August 15, 1978. Have a look yourself. It's interesting to see what was being done back then. Crossroads Mall did have a turbulent history, seeing many anchors come and go over the years. I won't go into the specifics of it too much. And I imagine College Square Mall wasn't doing this place many favors either. In the 90s, a company called Compass Retail would acquire the mall, and in 95, it was confirmed they were evaluating the mall for renovations, which were officially carried out in 1997. And I don't mind it. It's not the most amazing mall ever, but it looks decent enough. This also lined up with the opening of Dillard's, whom would build a brand new store with an expansion. Another point of note was a push to revitalize Waterloo's downtown, which most likely worked against this place in the long run. That wasn't Compass Retail's doing, though. The other anchors, however, were completely different by then, with JCPenney consolidating to their lower floor while Herberger's moved in upstairs, and Herberger's would be rebranded into Yonkers. Black's was long gone, with the last tenant to occupy their space being Carson's, and even they closed at the end of the 80s. And things were not looking good by the 2010s. JCPenney shut their doors in 2015, with Sears following suit in 2018. At Home would take over JCPenney's space in 2016, but things would be closing faster than they were opening. Add the closure of Yonkers in 2018, and then the closure of Gordman's and Dillard's in 2020, and you're looking at a mall that is basically emptying out. How is the mall today? Well, it's anchorless. When I was here in 23, At Home was already on its way out, and today very few tenants remain. The recruiting center, Gino's Pizza, a connection school, and a Chinese takeout space. There are whispers of redevelopment, and an agreement was signed to revitalize the area, which involves demolition and a revitalization similar to the mall in Fort Dodge. However, in order to execute this plan, they must first buy it off of Namdar, who currently owns the mall. I will say this, however, despite being on death's door, this mall still had air conditioning. It was weak, and it still felt about upper 70s inside, but compared to the heat wave at the time bringing 100-degree weather and humidity, going outside was the only invisible wall you'd be walking into at this mall. Extreme temps and high humidity. A match made in hell. I'm sure redevelopment will be announced as soon as I render this video, but until then, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the Crossroads Mall farewell and good luck in the future.